Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Lost media is a big subject in modern day media. In modern day YouTube, should I say. These videos are pretty popular and for all the right reasons. Talking about the history that isn't talked about most times these days. Business history. TV history. Any history you can imagine. This is lost media. Lost media is pretty much where a big company, as in Spirit, which we'll be talking about today, has, I just woke up, I'm sorry, has things that they were going to release to the public, and there's only a small image of maybe, like a small blurry picture, and then it gets scrapped and never sees the light of day again. Most companies that are popular when talking about this are Chuck E. Cheese, Showbiz Pizza, McDonald's, some TV shows, movie companies, such as that. But what rabbit hole, if you're in the Halloween community, I recommend you go down this rabbit hole with me. So we talk about the lost media of Spirit Halloween. Also gotta add a little comedy to it, but this is true too. I'm gonna be sniffling and sneezing through this, because allergies are big. Alright. So, this is a big, deep dive you can go into. So this is gonna be a long video, so sit down, relax, watch your spooky movies if you don't have time right now. Get your favorite blanket, get your sign mark Ghostface popcorn bucket, and let's dive into it. Starting off with Spirit Halloween. Spirit Halloween is a company that was founded in the mid-2000s. I don't remember who made it, but it's not the current owner. It was originally a party store and a women's store, I'm pretty sure. And then, surprisingly, what ended up happening, well, people went there for costumes. And so it turned into a Halloween store. Of the name, Spirit being in its brand. So, Spirit Halloween. First Halloween store pretty much that's big. This company is most known for, well, their costumes and these things that are animatronics. If you're new to this community, they are moving robots that are used for the seasons that move their heads, blink sometimes, and they're pretty affordable they're like Chuck E. Cheese scariness. Cheap. Alright, so now jumping into the lost media as we start in the old days. This is gonna be kind of scary because these pictures are kind of disturbing too. Because they're kind of creepy. Starting off with the Spirit of Christmas store. So, there's going to be a spin-off store called Spirit of Christmas, and this, from what I know, happened, but it might be a Mandela effect. If you don't know what that is, that's like a false memory, that didn't actually happen, maybe you just made it up somehow. And people are considering that's what it might be. We have one small image, I'm not going to show it right now, because I don't think I can find it, but this picture just is very creepy. There's a mannequin in a weird Mrs. Claus outfit, a guy dressed as Santa in a chair in a corner of a building. This could be a liminal space picture, personally. That's just pretty dang creepy. Alright. So that was a spin-off, but it didn't even go popular, and that's the only image we have on the internet, and I'm guessing maybe that was on opening day and then they closed. Alright, everybody. Let's move on now, a couple years. The Haunted House entrance system. So these are ISCs, they're called, themes. These are like big cardboard displays that you see in Spirit. Like, here you guys. That's part of an ISC right there. I own it. Let me put that back in. These are pretty much these cardboard displays that nowadays feature extravagant lighting, but back in the day, they would just give you the atmosphere at the entrance of the store. This might be one of the most interesting ones because this is pretty crazy. We have a small screenshot or picture of this one, and that is it. Let's just say that's a little crazy. This really is lost media. There's no other media of it. People have an idea what animatronics would be in it. Front one would be Chester the Chest Ripper. That would be probably the main one that would be there. Now, this list is going to get more and more obscure. Okay, guys? So, now I'm just kind of gonna mix a little bit of everything. 2019's Arctic Dragon. As you may know, the Arctic Dragon was a very popular prop from 2019. And it did pretty well. A good mythical prop, if you will. But it was not originally going to be the Arctic Dragon. Instead, it was going to be called the Crimson Dragon and was going to be fiery red. This would have been a lot cooler, but it was scrapped last minute. There is only one picture of it when it was in the prototype of a Spirit. And I don't know where this is because this doesn't look like flagship, but this does look like they were prototyping some stuff in it. So maybe they have a warehouse somewhere that they like film demos in, and maybe that's where it is. And so that's pretty much it. So the Arctic Dragon did get released, its counterpart, but this one, surprisingly, went to Costco the next year. So this was supposed to come out in 2019, came out in 2020 at Costco, they added digital eyes. I don't know. Kind of should have been more popular, and they should have done it more. Next one. The Toy Story 3 display. This was a small ISE that would be featured near the Toy Story costumes in Spirit in 2010. This didn't feature much, but it did feature a cardboard stand of Woody and Jessie, the cowboy and cowgirl from Toy Story 3. This was mainly, I'm guessing, to make the kids a little more happy in this terrifying, creepy, ghost, demon-filled store. So, good one, Spirit. I'm glad you don't do that anymore. Alright. Next one is Jack Straw. Okay, so Jack Straw was a prop from 2019 to 2020. He resembled a scarecrow that would jump up like that from a sitting position. His actual release instructions were kind of strange because they featured, how do I say this? The prototype. The instructions featured the freaking prototype. These instructions would come with the release model sent to stores. And so I find this very strange. How can you tell exactly? There is no hat on Jack on his head. Kind of weird. I mean, Scarecrow needs a hat. Needs to look real. That's how scarecrows are supposed to be. Apparently his mouth is smaller. You don't see this in the instructions, but apparently his eyes are supposed to light up red. So, I mean, this isn't even what you're getting. So I think Spirit kind of messed up here. Then again, this happened with Heckles. If you did not know, this is a new head because when Heckles was released last year, he came with a deformed head, and so, I mean, they sent out new ones, and that's why they look good now, because they used to come smashed in, and in the instructions it uses a smashed head. It doesn't use a new one. Alrighty, everybody, moving to 2016, we've got the Ninja Turtles display, also known as the TMNT display. Based off the popular kids franchise, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the 2015 variant, and this came out in 2015. There was a full-on archway leading to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles section. I don't think this was used in stores, because if you look at the wiki page in the ISE section, it just has a picture and the title, and that's it, and then in every other section it says TBA, to be announced. And so, that was 2015, guys, so it's gotta be lost now. If this was anywhere, it's probably a flagship, I must say. Alright, everybody, we are narrowing down the list to the 2019 Gemmy Freddy Krueger. Gemmy is a big company in the Halloween industry. They were the first company to make one of the first companies to make props for Spirit. Starting off with collapsible props that have a base, that have a button on them to turn them on, and they can collapse for storage with a spring system. That's what Gemmy was known for. Now they do ones with poles, and they don't do much for Spirit anymore. This was Gemmy's last battle for Spirit, was the 2019 Freddy Krueger. That year in 2019, there was a Freddy Krueger coming out at other retailers with a base. A metal base and made with poles. This is a prototype for Spirit Halloween 2019 that was collapsible. That would have been amazing. I mean, I've been begging for some collapsible props that are Halloween because now it's just dancing Santas. But we haven't gotten a good Gemmy prop that's collapsible, that's Halloween since the 2000s. And so, we just need this very badly, guys. So, hashtag Gemmy make collapsibles. Alright, moving on, we have freaking got the Jangling Bones Trio. This is a weird case, you guys. Jangling Bones Trio is a prop that was sold by Spirit in 2017 to 2019. This is where it gets crazy, you guys. They were set up in the fitting room and flagship in 2017, I'm pretty sure, but that was it. They were not set up anywhere else. I don't think there's more than 2 demos on the internet of this prop, and there's hardly any documentation of this animatronic set. It would feature 3 ghosts that would play instruments and top hats, almost like the Hatbox Ghost, I must say, or the Hitchhiking Ghost. So we'll see, bring them back. Alright, but there is no documentation of these. It is a popular Mandela effect if they even existed, and so there's just like no documentation. But this is where it gets cryptic and creepy. They return in 2021. I remember seeing them on the website. But surprisingly, one was always on the website. In 2021, there's one on the website. 2021, one on the website. They supposed to be said restocked them, but it was just one old set. And so whoever got this, speak up, guys, because this is pretty amazing that you got like a 2017 prop in 2021. Alright, guys, now. Alright, everybody, right here we have got the Spirit Halloween 2020 Dr. Needles. There's only one prototype of this guy from what I know. He was planned for 2020, then he was planned for 2020, he was turned down. And I think where he was supposed to go, Crouchy went. In 2021, I don't know where he was supposed to go, I just know that they had planned for him. 2022, he would have fit perfectly because it was a lab theme, but instead we had a giant pumpkin monster in the entrance. All possessed pumpkin. I don't know why they turned down a good doctor prop. Pretty much he had syringes for fingers, a black rubber glove, and he also had a saw arm. Now, this might have been what inspired Buzzsaw to have an arm hand. Who knows? So, I think it's pretty crazy that they did that. So, it's crazy that they turned him down for 2022, since he would have fit better than most of those props. Stick him where around Crouchy was, it would have been amazing. Alright, everybody. So, here's where the story gets better for that prop. He was rescued by a YouTuber. I'm pretty sure Hovling Haunter was the YouTube haunter that got him, I'm pretty sure. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure he's the one that got it. But it is saved now in a Haunter's collection. Alright, I don't have any pictures of this to put up right now, but I do have info that Crouchy was not a Spirit Halloween exclusive. Spirit Halloween claimed he was an exclusive, US only. Crazy, huh? I'm pretty sure it was Australia or the UK. They had him in furniture stores. I don't know why furniture stores. Looks like an at-home store they put him in, but Crouchy wasn't, you know. Alright, another thing about Crouchy is that his audio is a lot different from the released audio. And the prototype in the video has he has like a weird laugh, but now he's got like a deep voice laugh in the release model. And in the 2020 ISE video for the Reaper's Island, they, for some reason, featured Crouchy's prototype audio. So, kind of misleading. Alright, everybody, moving on, we have got some info on an old ISE called the Chop Shop. This was also sometimes referred to as the Lab, but it was mainly supposed to be referred to as the Chop Shop. Alright, so this one I'm pretty sure was select locations only from what I've heard. So pretty interesting. Featured some interesting props like Mad Scientist, the Lab Assistant, which is really rare at this point, and let me think, and Franken Pudding. And so they are pretty interesting. And yeah. Alright. Moving right along. Alright, everybody. We've got the Sewer Monster. He was planned for 2019, but he never released, sadly. He seems like a pretty spooky prop, and so kind of sad that never saw the light of day. I don't know if I have any pictures of this, but there was a prototype called Sawing Sally. This one was going to be for 2017, I'm pretty sure. It's a boy wearing red holding the chainsaw. That's pretty much all it is. That's not where the story ends. Someone did get that. You can get him on the website right now, and he is on sale. There is the animatronic, Toopy the Clown, that is the swinging clown. He has been planned since 2019, and he was supposed to come out in 2019. The idea was scrapped, but he finally saw the light of day in late 2022 up till now. So if you want a piece of Spirit history and lost media, then right now here's almost half off on the website. He is online only. Alright, everybody, we're moving right along, and let me think. Now we have got, we're not going out with too much of a bang, but this is the final piece of Spirit Halloween lost media, everybody. We have right here, what do you know, we have got something about the Factory ISE, which I did get some stuff from that, and I can guarantee that this info I'm about to tell you is true. Got this from the wiki, and I was like, oh yeah, I have that sign in storage, and I remember that. Alright, so this is referring to the Halloween Factory sign and the countdown sign. Countdown sign was interactive because you could actually put how many days till Halloween on a interactive counter thing. But turns out most stores just let it die out and never repaired it. Alright. So, it's pretty interesting that I'm about to tell you that the bolts, the big bolt things that are sticking out to make it look mechanic, they were supposed to be spinning. Now I completely agree with this, because I got one of these pieces, or both of these little pieces, or big pieces actually, and they're pretty weird because these things are pinned in with what they call Christmas tree pins, which are these little pins that hold it together made of plastic, and you could actually spin it with your hand. And usually it's up there, so you can't control it, but you could spin it around with your hand. And so I do think there's supposed to be some mechanics in it. Because that was definitely a thing you could do. Alright, everybody, let me know if you enjoyed this Lost Media video. And, this is always good talking about history for Spirit Halloween. And, yeah, so subscribe and probably more. This is ABC Halloween.